Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be doing Should You Choose to Accept It Part 3. Now, I should say right from the start that I will include guides for puzzles or guides for the combat sections. I'll include those in the description. I will also include those in a pinned comment, and I will try to put them on screen in the top right-hand corner. But I have made guides for all of those sections, so I'm not going to include a huge bloat in this guide. I'm just going to go through the quest steps, and I'll direct you guys exactly where you need for extra tips or extra help if that is required. I will put that in every place I can possibly think of. So once you have completed the weekly quest steps for more than a weapon and you watch the story cutscenes, you can then speak to the exo frame and the helm, and we can pick up this quest should you choose to accept it part 3. Quest step 1 asks us to return to the NX and download a cryptographic index. So we're going to open up destinations. We're then going to open up the helm, and in the helm, we're going to go over to the right-hand side underneath this exotic quest, and we're going to see the Warmind launch facility. Launch this activity, and we can complete this operation. A link to a full walkthrough of this operation will appear on screen now, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Alright, so I just figured out that I was muted this entire time. So for this objective, you can very easily complete it by just defeating enemies, or you can defeat enemies while doing patrols. Now, to defeat enemies, you can simply just go to the first landing zone here, so Trossland, and you can hope that there is a warring event. So that would be the Cabal continuously landing in drop pods here, and then the Fallen will keep coming in ships to fight the Cabal. And you can defeat these enemies. You can also do patrols, which if we open up or pull out our ghost here, these are not the patrols that you want to complete. So the one with the star in the middle, that is to go and eliminate a target. And this one here is to go and examine an area or survey an area. We don't want to do those. We want to do either the kill ones, which will have us run around and eliminate targets, or we want to do the scavenger ones. So the rhombus surrounded by 4 small triangles, or just the triangle, which is the scavenger, which will also have us eliminate targets, or just regular enemies, and then we'll pick up the things that they drop. But if you get lucky enough to get a war, or to come to Trossland when there is a war, or if you find a public event, that's probably going to be your best option. So once you have defeated your 100 enemies, or a little bit less than that, and completed a few patrols on the EDZ, then we're going to go to the Terminus East Lost Sector of Trossland. So if we open up our destinations here, we go to the EDZ, we're going to go to the Trossland, and we need the Terminus East. It is the one on the far right-hand side. So we're going to get outside here. This main building in Trossland where we can find Devram K. We're just going to go around it to the right. Over to this section here, we're going to see this symbol on the wall, and we're going to slide underneath this door and complete this lost sector. So you actually don't have to defeat all of the enemies in this lost sector. You can just defeat the main boss. Come over here, get your loot if you want it, and then you just turn to the right here from the final chest, and we will enter our cipher and just back away from this so we do not die, and we'll look at the next quest step here. So just like previous weeks, we're going to launch the Operation Seraphs Shield on Legend difficulty and find the weapon schematic. Don't make the same mistake that I made last week. We need to find the dead exo within this Legend run before we finish the run and continue forward. And for anybody who needs help completing the Operation Seraph Shield on Legend, any of the puzzles, any of the combat encounters, I will include a playlist on screen now, in the description, in a pinned comment, and also in the end screen at the end of the video, so that you guys can do every single part of this very easily solo on Legend difficulty. And just for anybody who isn't aware, to launch Operation Seraph's Shield on Legend, we're going to open up our map here, go to Destinations. On Destinations, we're going to go to the Helm. In the Helm, we're going to go to the right-hand side to this exotic icon here, and we see that it says Operation Seraph's Shield. We're going to select it. When we select it, we're going to see Normal here, and then we see the green launch button. So just above the green launch button, we see Normal difficulty. Let's go through and click on this to change it, and we will see the option here to change it to Legend. Now, Legend is capped at 1580 power as well, but it does have different modifiers and stuff, and I highly recommend completing Operation Seraph's Shield on Legend solo, because if you try to do it in a duo or with a full squad of 3, the damage multipliers and stuff go up like insanely high, and it is very, very difficult to do with other people. So now we'll simply launch the mission, and we will be in Operation Seraph's Shield on Legend difficulty. Okay, so once we get to the first boss section here, where the boss with the immune shield and then the 3 Briggs spawn, it's very easy to miss this. So if I look to my right now, I don't see anything, right? There's nothing that pops up on my screen at all. So if I go forward and right over here, we'll see that now there is something that pops up. But if I wasn't specifically looking this direction, then you actually wouldn't see this dead exo, and it would be super easy to miss. So definitely make sure that you grab this dead exo, because it will give you the weapon schematic. You know, it's kind of crazy, but this specific section right here where I drop down is the hardest section in the, you know, solo Legend flawless for me. To try to not die on my Titan. Oh my gosh. Right there. That's the spot. That's the spot where I die every time on my Titan, because I suck with Titan jumps. So I make it past, and then I make a stupid decision like that. Oh my god, I died to one of the arms. Well, there's always next week. But we come through here, we upload the virus, and this is the end of the mission. We have completed, should you choose to accept it, part 3. We've unlocked Hunter's Trace 4, and we unlocked the catalyst for our Revision 0 pulse rifle. Now, it should quickly be noted again that I will put on screen a playlist that you guys can go through and, you know, find all of the different tips and things that you need to complete the solo Legend Operation Seraph's Shield, because completing it with more than one person is actually more difficult than doing it on solo. So if you guys are struggling with completing this on solo Legend, then make sure to check out that playlist. If you guys have any questions, make sure to check the pinned comment down below, or leave your questions and I'll do my best to answer them and give you guys links to the videos if you do need them.